Hello everyone and welcome back to the HR Tech channel. This next session will be delivered by Shriram Iyer, who is the CEO and founder of hrtech.sg. His topic title is HR Technology Driving HR Transformation. If you have any questions for Shriram, please feel free to submit them into the live discussion box on the right hand side of your screen. So without further ado, I'd like to hand you over. Over to you, Shriram.
Good morning. My name is Shriram Iyer. I'm the founder and CEO of hrtech.sg, a Singapore headquartered HR market development and analyst firm. This is my second year in a row at the HR Technology Asia Show, and it's a real pleasure to talk to you all this morning on a topic that is gaining increased traction these days: how HR tech is driving HR transformation across enterprises. Now, research has clearly shown that enterprises that are focusing on HR tech as part of their transformation agenda are creating sustainable economic value and better workplace experiences for their employees. With new age HR tech, enterprise HR teams are establishing themselves as a strategic business partner and getting a seat back at the decision-making table. To ensure all of us are aligned on what we refer to HR tech during the course of my presentation, it refers to any technology that is used to attract, hire, engage, and retain talent, maintain or support HR systems and administration, encompasses all web, cloud, mobile, AI-based products and services that seek to meet the above objectives. Now, before we talk about HR tech, let's talk about HR. Exactly 5 years back, Harvard Business Review featured a cover story on how it was time to rebuild the HR function. The common complaints against the HR teams were that they were focused too much on administrative and operational aspects, lacked a strategic outlook, pushed HR tasks to managers in the name of delegation, managing with ambiguous authority, and so on and so forth. But things seem to be definitely changing these days. With increased adoption of HR technology, now enterprise HR teams are definitely being seen as a strategic business partner, and they are now playing key roles in the organization's transformation journey. Now, HR technology is gaining strong momentum these days. COVID-19 has become the accelerator for one of the greatest workplace transformations. It's changed the way we work, how our work is getting measured, how we communicate and manage teams, how do we price our jobs and reward employees. All of these aspects are getting changed forever. Moreover, adoption is gaining strong momentum as HR teams are now leveraging technology not just as a compliance tool, but for actionable insights. Now, there are other multiple factors that are pushing enterprise HR teams to adopt technology at a frenetic pace. Foremost, the new normal of remote work is pushing for a seamless and improved candidate and employee experience. Number two, the expectation of the leadership teams are fast changing. They want enterprise HR teams to make data-driven decision-making and not instinct-based decision making. Number three, HR teams are expected to be agile to respond to business scenarios and government guidelines. In fact, the Singapore government is providing a strong nudge for enterprises to adopt technology in a big way and increase productivity. Finally, CHROs are also under pressure to deliver more with less. They need to maximize business outcome and the return on investment with a shrinking HR budget. And that's where cloud-based subscription services are helping them by shifting costs from capital expenditure to operational expenditures. Earlier this year, hrtech.sg and Adrian Tan co-created the Singapore HR Tech Market Map for the second year in a row. In the 2020 HR Tech Market Map, we noticed that there were 160 plus service providers serving the Singapore marketplace across 8 categories. Now, what are these 8 categories? Talent acquisition, which includes categories such as applicant tracking systems, job boards, gamified assessments, video interviews, blockchain-based background checks, so on and so forth. Talent engagement includes employee communication tools, onboarding, and performance management solutions. Talent development includes coaching and mentoring, including AI-based coaching, competency management. Talent operations includes HR automation tools, bots, and payroll providers. Talent rewards includes benefits, wellness, compensation management. Then you have talent analytics and the HRMS systems, which cover both enterprise and small and medium businesses. Finally, talent planning. Now, these 160 service providers across these 8 categories is not a static number. In our unofficial estimate, by now this has already crossed 200. Now, if you want to download the 2020 Singapore HR Tech Market Map, you can do so by using the QR code provided in the slide. HR Tech is not only about technology. Most HR teams, when they start with the digital journey, they start with the HR Tech product in mind and try to force fit it into their organization. We keep reminding them that they need to start with the problem that they are trying to solve and not with the solution. And from a HR perspective, there are 4 key elements as part of the digital HR transformation journey. Number 1, a significant change in mind shift to digital. Number 2, they need to have skills and competencies to excel in a digital environment. Number 3, the processes. Now, this includes all steps and procedures for effecting and communicating the technology change. And finally comes the technology, which is the actual HR tech product, tool, or solution. Now, there are key components that HR teams need to factor in their digital HR transformation plan. Number 1, before you invest, understand the business strategy really well. The guiding principle of any digital transformation should be business driven or business centric and not HR centric. Number 2, as reiterated earlier, it's not only about technology. Standards, processes, and strategy have a more significant influence on business outcome. Hence, it's essential to have an enterprise HR system strategy for adoption and integration of HR tech solutions. Now, this has been highlighted very clearly in the Sierra CEDAR HR System Survey white paper. Number 3, we all clearly know that culture eats strategy for breakfast. Look at how this technology changes will work within your unique organization culture. As part of the digital HR journey, you need to rethink the entire HR value proposition with regard to your employees and stakeholders, and more specifically with regard to your organization culture. Now, what works for some companies don't work for others. The inherent cultural element of a company plays a significant part in the success or failure of technology intervention. Number 4, if you can fix a problem without AI and technology intervention, just do that. You don't have to adopt technology just because someone is doing so. Number 5, leverage your insiders, leverage your employees with intimate knowledge of what works and what doesn't work in your organization. Don't completely rely on the external consulting partners. Number 6, you need to have executive sponsors who can push the adoption message right from the top. You need to also have a strong change management plan in your HR tech implementation. Sadly, this is missing in most implementations these days. Finally, recognize the employee's fear of being replaced with every new technology coming into your HR environment. We should stop saying automation as much as possible, as it implies replacing human workforce with machines. We should substitute it with the term augmentation, as it means starting with what humans do today and then figuring out how work could be deepened and enhanced by adding the layer of technology. Now, when you are embarking on purchasing a specific technology, you need to have considerations. Now, these are the 8 different considerations which we are recommending. 1, is the technology tool compatible with your business? Not just the current business, but your future business strategy. Number 2, does it deliver consistent experience across all employee segments globally? Do a comparative analysis of various solutions available in the marketplace. Only then you will be able to know what is available in the product, what is not available. Now, ease of deployment, maintenance, compliance, and privacy laws of the product that you're implementing are very, very important. Are there a lot of data analytics available that can help you, help with actionable insights? Number 6, does it integrate with your current HR systems and HR platforms? Number 7, does it have specific needs based on your organizational maturity? Because different organizations are in different organizational maturity levels. So what works in one organization might not work for the other. And finally, the most important aspect, right? The price per employee. Do a strong comparison before embarking on the selection process. Now, what gets measured gets accomplished. Now, it's imperative to have strong measurement methodologies to ensure outcomes are measured and the success of the HR tech implementation assessed. While broad outcomes are measured, that are measured by most organizations are provided in this slide across different segments, there is a need for HR teams to derive the specific measurement aspect for their own organization with regard to their business strategy and management expectations. To help Singapore enterprises, and more specifically small and medium enterprises, in their digital HR journey, we have created a compilation of case studies of Singapore enterprises and their technology implementations. You could download the case study compilation using the QR code provided in this slide. Now, thank you again for the opportunity to talk to all of you. Thank you, HR Technology Asia show, for having me again for 2nd year in a row. Please do feel free to reach out to me at sriram@hrtech.sg. You could also check out the various blogs, resources, reports that we have on our platform, www.hrtech.sg. If you need a copy of these slides, please use the QR code provided to reach out to us. Do connect with me personally on LinkedIn, and also follow hrtech.sg on LinkedIn using the QR codes provided. If you want to stay on top of HR tech in terms of trends, perspectives, and happenings, do follow us on LinkedIn. Thank you again, and hope you have a great day ahead.
Thank you very much. That was a really wonderful presentation. Shriram and the HR Tech team have been a great supporter of the HR Tech Show this year, so thank you very much indeed. We will be moving on to the next session very shortly, but in the meantime, please feel free to head over to the exhibition hall where you can chat with any of the sponsors and exhibitors for today's show. Thank you very much.